in this lesson, we are going to learn about the answering technique in paper 2. The module that I'm going to use today is the SPP Perfect Score module 2014. And the questions that I choose today is an essay question. So let's start by analyzing this question. So first of all, you need to know the 4 components in each question. The first component is known as STEM question. In STEM question, we were told about the story about this question. So, like for example, in this case, we know that this diagram specifically shows us the shoot tip, not the root tip, not the other part of the plant, the other parts of the plant, but just the shoot tip. And then the second component of question would be the stimulus. In this stimulus, we are going to find useful information to construct our essay. And then the third component is the task word. In this case, it is explain. So we need to have a fact and some explanation. And then the last component will be the keywords. In every question, there could be more than one keyword. For example, I need to mention the processes. The processes in this diagram. So the processes would be my first keyword, followed by the second keyword, which is primary growth, and it is only the primary growth on shoot tip, not root tip or other parts of the plant. So now, after knowing the 4 components of each question, then we can start to construct idea before writing an essay. Okay, so first thing first, let's list down the processes of primary growth. So what are the 3 processes here? It would be cell division, cell elongation, and finally you have the permanent tissues here. So you have cell differentiation. So this would be my fact. Then I'm going to explain each and every of these processes. Let's see first. From one cell, how do we get 2 cells? Certainly, this process must be done by mitosis, and then the end products of mitosis will be genetically identical cells. Now, please note that I am constructing ideas about this essay. I'm not writing it yet. And then in the second process, cell elongation. So how does it happen? So first of all, water must be absorbed into the cell, causing the vacuoles to expand. Now when vacuoles expand, what do you get? The vacuole, then the smaller vacuoles then combine to form large central vacuole. But what actually causes the cell to elongate? It is the expansion of the vacuole that causes the cell wall to stretch. Okay, now the third process, you can see permanent tissues here. This will be xylem, because I can see a continuous hollow tube with a ring of lignin deposition. So I know that this must be xylem, and then here I can see the sieve tube together with the stranded cytoplasm. So I know this must be phloem. So what actually happens during cell differentiation? In order for the cell to become different types of tissue, first of all, the cell must change in shape. Now, after changing in shape, then it is going to perform specific function. Taking xylem for example, the xylem is to transport water and minerals, and the phloem is to transport organic substances. Alright, so I guess we have enough points and ideas to construct our essay. Then really we start constructing our essay. Let's look at the answer scheme. Now, so by saying this cell division, I say cell division takes place by mitosis, I get 1 mark. And then how are new cells formed? So the cell then divide by mitosis to form 2 cells that are genetically identical. So of course this process will repeat itself until a mass of cells are formed. Now the second process will be cell elongation. How does it happen? The water actually is absorbed into the vacuole, causing the vacuole to expand. Finally, they combine to form a large central vacuole, causing the primary cell wall to stretch. Alright, so in this process also the cell increase in size and volume to achieve the adult size. Now next one, when the cells have achieved the maximum size, the cells then begin to differ to form specialized cells. How? Is by undergoing cell differentiation, the change in shape and function. Okay, so let me summarize again. When you are given a question, remember to identify the 4 components of it. The first one will be STEM question, followed by stimulus, task word, and keywords. Remember to construct the idea based on the keywords that we have. And for example, naming the processes will give you the marks. And then remember to direct all your answers to primary growth. Don't talk about the lateral cambium. Alright, and then your answers must be related to this diagram. If it is out of this diagram, then it is out of context and you won't be given any marks, even though you have written a lot. Okay, so hope you get it. Thank you.